Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Tropico 4. Alright, let's go back into the campaign to mission number 15.
You can run, but you can't hide, amigo. The pupil has become the master. Your island is now mine, and soon I'll fish you out of the jungles. I have taken control of Puerto Gato. Nevertheless, a large part of the population remains loyal to Generalissimo Santana. I doubt that they will stand idly by and accept me as their ruler. I will have to deal with all of them to secure the island. The Generalissimo himself is the bigger problem. His rebel forces are a constant threat, which I must eradicate.
And so I shall. Right. Good enough. Alright, how did we rise to power? Well, if we're gonna be dealing with rebels, then war here was probably a good idea. I was the heir apparent. In our traits, well, we're gonna go with propaganda specialist. We're still a sailor. And scholarly is full. Which means I've almost completed all of them, except for religious zealot. Well, let's go.
Presidente, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is that this island, Puerto Gato, is now completely under our control.
Your enemy, the so-called Generalissimo Santana, took to the woods and is desperately trying to recruit a rebel force against your regime. The bad news is there are still many people loyal to Santana on the island. Corrupt and ruthless as he was, for reasons unknown, he was very popular with the locals. We will not hold elections until the situation is at least somewhat under our control, since if we did, I fear the results would not be satisfactory.
Supporters of the old regime are organizing an underground resistance against you. Once you deal with them, or convert them to our side, the island will be ours for good.
Reduce the members of the resistance to 0 to win the mission. Other tasks will help you accomplish this objective. Alright, so let's have a look at our island. Yes, I think I remember this map. It has some neat tricks. Crop conditions. Alright, looks like we have some corn. At least enough room for corn. There's barely any fruit land. There's some room for papayas. Also a little bit on the other side of the island. What are pineapples? Well, it's not the greatest bounty, but I suppose if I do intend to go for that. But that would rely a little bit on how much coffee I can do. Well, that's kind of tricky. Because I could do coffee, but there's almost no room on this side of the island. And this is where all the people live. Tobacco is probably a good idea this time around. Since there's a field of it I can exploit over there, or even here. This is better. Much better. Where is the dock? Ah, there it is. Yeah, that should be feasible. Sugar? Sugar might not be a bad idea. There's plenty of room for sugar plantation. There's also some iron. There is a bauxite deposit. Fairly sizable one. One measly gold deposit. It's probably not worth it to turn it into jewelry. There's plenty of salt deposits, if I should choose to use them. Well, there's a minor opportunity for that, but I don't think I want to go for the cannery this time around. Let's see, there's plenty of oil. There's 2 deposits on the island, there's fairly rich deposits as well. So oil is a distinct possibility. Fishing waters look fine, I think. Logging. Well, the forests here are very good for that. Give me a chance to move my industry away from here, but then again people will have to travel a long way. And pasture land, there's not much of it, but around here it's decent. Right, is this island any beautiful? Oh yes, very beautiful.
Tropico is going green. A new program started by El Presidente will lower pollution by stopping power to random buildings.
Green is always better. It's great that...
Yep. And looks like there's not much danger of being hit by a tsunami then. Alright, let's get started. On some plantations. There's not actually a road here, that just looks like a road because someone drew that on the map. Very clever, very tricksy. Alright. Let's go for sugar over here. And tobacco over here. And let's just go for the easy money over on this side with the gold deposit.
So, you took my island from me, and now you think you've won, amigo? Luckily, I managed to destroy all production buildings just before I left.
I also left you a little surprise. I stacked a power plant with TNT, hoping to make a spectacular fireworks show in celebration of your new regime. Enjoy your stay in the dark, amigo. Well, that's a problem. Fortunately not that big a problem, but still a problem.
Tropico now has more than 100 citizens. A small step for the world, a giant leap for Tropico.
I doubt it will be trivial to rebuild the power plant Santana destroyed, but we have to power up the non-operational buildings eventually. Consider using wind turbines or saving up for a new power plant. This will prove that you care for the island and intend to rule it better than Santana did. Generate 40 megawatts of electricity to power up the non-operating buildings on the island. Well, a single wind turbine would do that. It's kind of expensive though. Who placed that iron mine? Let's get some Tropican art here to get some money going in. Alright. So it looks like we have corn farms over here and there. Not the corn, but that's fine actually. Alright, let's get these two buildings finished as soon as possible. Alright, the gold will take care of that. What do I have? Alright, I need a ministry. Right, let's check what we have on education-wise. Plenty of college workers, which is definitely good. Plenty of high school workers. Don't think we actually have a school though. So I can't really replace the people I lose. For now I'll just settle on making money on the factory. You weren't upgraded, were you? Nope. Good. And with it combined with the 4 and 8, it's possible I might be able to rebuild the power plant. Once the freighter approaches the dock. The US does not like me. Is that enough? Yes.
Turns out that Generalissimo Santana had the habit of putting dissidents in the prison. Demolishing the prison and freeing the political prisoners will win you a lot of support from the population, comrade.
Oh, well. I can't think of a bad reason to blow for a good reason not to blow up the prison then. Yeah, there's gonna be lots of quests like that in this mission. Blow up some random building cause it will reduce the resistance. Ah well. Right now it does not matter. How much spare population do I have? Barely any. Is the correct answer. There's also not really any entertainment. You know, beyond the childhood museum and such. Two more immigrants. I can't really do anything until I get money. There it is. Alright, I want a foreign office. And let's get a pub. Can I get it? No, nothing else. But at least we reduced the resistance numbers down to 65. Sweet. Alright.
Rejoice, Tropico. The new house of the Lord has opened its doors to all faithful followers.
Father Esteban, it's a pub, not a church.
I know, silly girl. We must be progressive and take every opportunity to praise his name.
Santana was not a big supporter of free speech, unless it was his speech. We must prove to the people you are different, Presidente. Build newspapers, radio and TV stations until you have at least 8 journalists. That's a bit of a more long-term prospect, since I don't currently have what it takes. Alright, defense minister I can at least appoint. So you will do. Is there anyone else? You are both terrible at this. Absolutely abysmal. I'll take the one with the better intelligence then.
You know who I am, amigo, but do you know who my friends are?
Even as we speak, I'm gathering rebels in the jungles to liberate my fair island. You don't stand a chance, Presidente. Even if your soldiers shoot my men, I can always find more that are ready to die for me. I beat you once before. I will do it again.
Sir, the number.
I should be worried. I am not, but I should be. Alright, USSR. give me your aid. Let's get a ristorante. And this is a complete cluster bleep of a building plan. Sheesh. Was the guy who designed this place blind? Anyway, let's unlock the apartments. And then be ready to actually do something with it. Alright.
A monument to the tyrannical regime of Generalissimo Santana is still standing on the island, Presidente. The so-called eternal flame is nothing compared to the true flame of La Revolucion. So we should blow it up.
I love how that's your solution to every problem. Demolishing the monument will surely enrage the resistance and force them to openly join Santana's rebel forces. Let them, I say. Fine. It's a waste, because that's a very expensive monument. But it's a start, anyway. Right now I just want some money, so I can actually build some facilities, like a high school, for instance. And maybe some apartment blocks, but that can wait. At least the resistance is going down, even if the rebels are going up. Poor healthcare. I do have a hospital that should be enough, really, for the number of people I have. Then again, it's a little bit overcrowded, perhaps, but I don't quite have the educational facilities to replace any doctors I don't have. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit creative about how I lay out my buildings here. Can't really employ my usual building strategy, such as it is. But at the very least, nobody is really complaining. So what are people unhappy about? Religion, quality, crime, safety, environment, and liberty. Alright, I can get into that. You'll just have to wait a little bit longer. Alright, let's get a few apartment blocks. And a garage to make sure that people will be able to come here. And let's put down a garbage dump. And a marketplace. Alright, let's go boost the high school.
Requires Presidente's attention?
Don't have an interior minister. Economy-wise, I could do you. Do we already have a marketplace somewhere? I don't see it. Probably not then. Yay! I'm selling masterpieces for our monies. Alright, economy-wise, I have some people coming in. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. See you all next time.